Michael and Emily lie in bed, the room cast in a soft, intimate darkness. Emily is absorbed in a late-night work call, her voice a hushed murmur. The faint glow of her phone illuminates her face, masking her true emotions. Michael watches her, his eyes narrowed, a silent observer in the shadows. A seed of doubt sprouts in Michael's mind, its tendrils slowly taking root. Morning light fills the kitchen as Emily, in workout gear, rushes out the door, gym bag in hand. Michael watches her go, a subtle furrow etching his brow with unspoken questions. His gaze lingers on a mysterious bottle of perfume sitting on the counter. The unfamiliar scent hangs heavy in the air, a silent question mark in Michael's mind. In his office, Michael stares blankly at the monitor, his glazed eyes betraying a deep distraction. His focus wavers, lost in a maze of thoughts and memories. Emily's recent behavior replays vividly in his mind, each moment echoing with unspoken questions. His office fades into the background as he is consumed by the mystery of her actions. Warm lamplight spills across the living room as Michael sits tensely on the sofa's edge, his hands clasped tightly, a storm brewing within. Emily stands by the window, her back turned, a silent barrier forming between them in the dimly lit space. Michael's voice trembles as he breaks the silence. "Emily, we need to talk. I've been feeling like things aren't quite right," Emily retorts, a hint of weariness in her tone. "Oh, Michael, not this again. What's wrong now?" His voice laced with desperation. Michael confesses, "I don't know. I just feel like you're not being honest with me." "Honestly?" "Michael, you're being paranoid," Emily says, a defensive edge creeping into her voice. "Everything is fine." Emily heaves her gym bag onto the bench, the sound echoing in the otherwise empty locker room. She shoves the bag into an empty locker, unaware of the eyes watching her from the shadows. Michael, lurking behind the lockers, seizes his chance. Moving with practiced stealth, he slaps a small magnetic tracking tag onto the bottom of Emily's gym bag, unseen and unheard. Amidst the city's hustle, Michael's intense focus is palpable as he stares down at his phone. The tracking app glows, a digital eye revealing Emily's whereabouts. The gym. His brow furrows, a silent question hanging in the air as he processes the information. Sunlight glints off the screen, reflecting the growing tension in his eyes. Each passing second seems to amplify the unspoken narrative unfolding on the small device. The gym's location blazes on the screen, a beacon drawing him into the unknown. Michael drives, the city blurring past his windows. His eyes catch a familiar car, parked by the gym. Emily's car gleams under the sun, an unwelcome sight. A flicker of surprise crosses Michael's face. He grips the steering wheel, a storm brewing within. Sunlight paints stripes across Michael's office, illuminating the quiet dance of dust motes in the air. A wave of relief washes over Michael as he sits at his desk, the tension visibly leaving his shoulders. A small, genuine smile touches his lips, a subtle sign of inner peace found amidst the day's chaos. "I was wrong about Emily," Michael reflects, his voice a low murmur in the sun-drenched room. Sunlight glares off the asphalt of the supermarket parking lot. Michael's eyes are glued to his phone screen, tracking Emily's location. A furrow deepens between his brows as confusion clouds his face. He squints at the device, trying to make sense of the unexpected signal. The mundane setting belies the growing unease in Michael's expression. Michael navigates the bright, bustling supermarket, his gaze sweeping across rows of colorful products. He moves with purpose, scanning shelves laden with goods. A flicker of concern crosses his face as he searches in vain for a familiar figure. Each aisle presents a new array of choices, yet his focus remains solely on his search. The supermarket hums with activity, oblivious to Michael's quiet quest for Emily. In the bustling supermarket parking lot, Michael lurks, partially hidden behind rows of parked cars, his gaze fixed. Emily emerges from her car, a beacon of the mundane in Michael's intense focus. Defying expectation, Emily walks toward another car, where Tyler, a stranger to Michael, waits. The unknown man sits in the driver's seat, a silent question mark in Michael's unfolding observation. Inside Michael's car, a palpable tension fills the space as he grips the steering wheel, eyes fixed on the road ahead. Tyler's car cuts through traffic, each turn a twist in Michael's mounting anxiety. Michael's knuckles whiten as he maintains a steady pursuit, his focus unwavering. The sunlight glints off the chrome of Tyler's car, an elusive beacon in a high-stakes chase. Each breath Michael takes is a heavy reminder of the gravity of his actions. A silent promise echoes in the confined space of Michael's car, his heart pounding. Tyler's car cruises down a sun-drenched suburban street, the epitome of quiet, unremarkable life. The vehicle slows, then stops before a nondescript house, its facade mirroring the others on the block. The engine cuts, leaving a sudden, expectant silence hanging in the air. The car door opens, hinting at a story about to unfold in this ordinary setting. Inside his car, Michael's intense gaze is fixed on the distant house, a silent observer consumed by inner turmoil. His eyes reflect a storm of conflicted thoughts as he contemplates his next move. He pulls out his phone, its screen illuminating his face in the dim interior. With deliberate movements, Michael opens the Notes app, his fingers poised above the digital keys. He begins to type, documenting the location and time, each word a calculated step in his unfolding plan. In the dim light of his office, Michael hunches over his desk, the monitor's glow casting long shadows across his face. He scrolls through the photos, each image a stark reminder of deception, each frame a cut. A cold wave of disbelief washes over him as the full weight of betrayal crashes down. His face is illuminated by the harsh glare of the screen, each pixel a testament to shattered trust. A knot tightens in Michael's stomach, a physical manifestation of the emotional turmoil raging within. Dim city lights cast long shadows in Michael and Emily's bedroom, a quiet tableau of urban solitude. Emily enters, her silhouette framed against the soft light, closing the door with a hushed reverence. Her eyes reflect weariness, each step measured and thoughtful as she navigates the silent space. Michael lies motionless in the bed, his back turned, an enigma shrouded in the night's embrace. The room holds its breath, a stage set for unspoken words and unresolved emotions. Michael, bathed in the cold light of his monitor, sits absorbed at his desk. On screen, the glow reveals an address, a rental property, stark and impersonal. His eyes scan the details, a flicker of determination in his focused gaze. The room is silent, save for the hum of the computer, amplifying the tension. He leans closer, a subtle shift in his posture, betraying his intent. The address blazes on the screen, a silent promise of a new direction. In the quiet of a suburban street, Michael's car slides past a familiar house, his eyes sharp with suspicion. The car hums quietly, a predator stalking in a world of manicured lawns and cookie-cutter homes. His gaze narrows, confirming unspoken fears as the ordinary facade hides secrets within. Each pass heightens the tension, the mundane backdrop amplifying the sense of unease. The quiet engine is a stark contrast to the storm brewing in Michael's mind. He watches, a silent observer, as the ordinary day unfolds, masking hidden truths. Inside Michael's car, sunlight streams through the windshield, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Michael's features are framed by the soft glow of his phone screen, casting a subtle light upon his face. He holds his phone steady, the lens capturing every nuance of his expression. A faint, almost imperceptible tremor runs through his hand as he prepares to record. The car's interior is a cocoon of anticipation, holding the weight of the unsaid. His eyes reflect a mix of determination and vulnerability as he begins to record the video message. The living room glows warmly under the television's light as Michael and Emily relax, a cozy domestic scene unfolding. Emily's phone buzzes, shattering the calm. Her eyes dart to the screen, a silent message demanding her attention. Michael watches her, his gaze sharp and perceptive, capturing the subtle shift in her demeanor. A flicker of nervousness betrays Emily's composure, hinting at secrets lurking beneath the surface. Michael stands in his dimly lit office, surrounded by scattered papers and photos, a storm of information swirling around him. Red string weaves a complex web across a whiteboard, connecting Emily's movements in a chilling timeline. The desk lamp casts a stark light on the organized chaos, revealing the unsettling pattern of suspicious activities. Each piece of evidence locks into place, solidifying Michael's grim understanding of the unfolding events. Sunlight bathes the kitchen as Emily expertly flips pancakes, a cheerful hum escaping her lips. Michael watches from the kitchen table, his expression carefully neutral, as he observes Emily's every move. He sips his coffee, his gaze intense, emotions masked behind a facade of morning normalcy. Emily continues with her cooking, seemingly unfazed, her actions betraying no hint of the tension. The bright morning light contrasts sharply with the unspoken undercurrents swirling between them. In his car, Michael's eyes are glued to Emily's vehicle, a predator tracking its prey through the city streets. His knuckles whiten as he grips the steering wheel, anticipation building with each passing mile. The route leads them to a supermarket, the mundane setting masking a clandestine rendezvous. Emily's car pulls into a secluded corner of the parking lot, a prearranged signal received. A second car arrives, its presence a silent promise of intrigue and hidden agendas. The switch is executed with practiced ease, a seamless transfer of secrets in broad daylight. Michael's gaze remains fixed, a silent observer on the suburban street. Emily and Tyler move towards the rented house, their figures framed by the bright daylight. The ordinary facade of the house belies the hidden tensions within. Michael's eyes narrow slightly, his thoughts obscured behind a mask of quiet observation. The door closes behind Emily and Tyler, sealing them inside the unknown. Michael watches the house, a solitary figure against the backdrop of the tranquil suburban street. Bathed in daylight, Michael sits alone in his car, the soft glow highlighting the deep sadness in his eyes. He focuses on the phone camera, a digital mirror reflecting his despair. With a trembling hand, he presses record, capturing a moment of raw vulnerability. "I don't know what else to say. I've tried everything," Michael says, his voice heavy with defeat. In the dim light of their bedroom, Michael lies awake, his eyes fixed on the ceiling, lost in thought. Sleep eludes him as his mind races, each shadow in the room amplifying his unease. The quiet of the night weighs heavily as Michael continues to stare blankly. His restless eyes betray a turmoil hidden beneath the surface. Sunlight floods Michael's modern office, illuminating dancing dust motes. Michael sits across from the lawyer, a tableau of serious discussion. Michael leans forward, his face etched with concern and resolve. The lawyer listens intently, absorbing Michael's every word. A silent tension fills the room, underscored by the bright, indifferent sunlight. In the dimly lit living room, a mahogany table stands laden with remnants of a strained dinner. Michael, in his mid-40s, fidgets with his tie, a knot of anxiety tightening with each movement. Emily, her face etched with unspoken tension, stares blankly at her untouched plate. The heavy silence in the room amplifies the weight of unresolved emotions hanging in the air. Every tick of the clock echoes like a thunder as the night deepens with unacknowledged truths. The living room glows warmly, a haven of comfort amid scattered magazines and takeout containers. The television casts a soft light, painting the scene with domestic tranquility. Suddenly, the screen flickers, disrupting the peace with an unexpected digital intrusion. Emily's phone screen blazes to life on the large display, an unsettling twist. The abrupt shift hints at an unforeseen disruption, shattering the cozy atmosphere. The living room is a soft glow, cast by the television's light, revealing scattered pizza boxes and game controllers. The movie is paused, an intimate moment suspended in time. A message notification appears on the TV screen, disrupting the quiet domesticity. The screen whispers an invitation. "Tonight was perfect. Same place tomorrow?" In the living room, an unseen event unfolds on the TV, gripping Michael, Emily, and everyone else present. A sudden, chilling silence descends as all eyes fixate on the screen, their expressions frozen in shock. The air thickens with suspense, each person paralyzed by the unfolding drama on the television. A shared moment of stunned disbelief binds Michael, Emily, and their companions. In the living room, a quiet tension fills the air as Michael moves with deliberate calm toward the television. His fingers tap lightly on the remote, a silent prelude to the message he is about to reveal. The screen flickers to life, casting a soft glow across his face as he navigates to the message thread. Each tap of the remote echoes in the silence, amplifying the weight of the unseen words. The thread opens, the messages poised to disrupt the calm and unveil hidden truths. Dim light casts long shadows across the living room, painting a canvas of unease and unspoken truths. Emily stands motionless, a statue carved from sorrow, her face drained of color. A solitary tear escapes, etching a glistening trail down her cheek. The weight of her actions descends, crushing her beneath a burden of guilt and regret. Silence amplifies the emotional storm raging within her, a quiet tempest of despair. The living room table is marred with half-empty plates and scattered silverware. A spilled glass of wine stains the tablecloth, a symbol of the evening's unraveling. The remnants of a family dinner serve as a stark reminder of happier times. The warm, inviting atmosphere has vanished, leaving behind a heavy tension. An unspoken conflict lingers in the air, thick and suffocating. The once cozy room now feels like a battleground of unspoken words. City lights cast long shadows in Michael and Emily's bedroom, the air heavy with unspoken words. Clothes lie scattered, silent witnesses to the escalating tension between them. Michael and Emily stand rigid, exhaustion etched deeply into their faces. The dim light obscures their expressions, yet the palpable frustration hangs thick in the air. A night of reckoning unfolds, the silence promising a storm of emotion. Dim light casts long shadows in the bedroom, a silent witness to the unfolding drama. Emily stands at the foot of the bed, her eyes swollen, a silent plea etched on her face. Michael sits on the edge of the bed, back turned, a statue of cold indifference. "Michael, please." Emily's voice cracks, raw with regret. "I'm so sorry." Her desperate plea hangs heavy in the air. "Can't you forgive me?" Silence answers her, a crushing weight of unspoken words and unforgiven pain from Michael. In the dimly lit bedroom, long shadows stretch across the walls, hinting at unspoken farewells. Michael begins packing his belongings, each item a heavy reminder of shared memories. The suitcase slides open, a silent receptacle for broken dreams and uncertain futures. The air is thick with unspoken words, the quiet packing amplifying the impending silence. In the quiet bedroom, Michael packs, his movements deliberate, each item a heavy weight. Emily watches him, her face etched with a deep, unspoken regret that fills the space between them. The silence amplifies the emotional distance, a palpable tension hanging heavy in the air. Her eyes reflect a silent plea, a desperate wish for things to be different as she watches him. Dawn breaks, casting long shadows across Michael and Emily's silent living room. Michael moves through the stillness, the weight of his suitcase a heavy burden. The empty space echoes with unspoken words and farewells. Each step resonates with finality as he crosses the threshold. The room remains, a stage set for memories now fading into the morning light. As dawn breaks, Michael emerges into the tranquil street. The soft morning light casts long shadows, framing Michael as he steps forward. A new day begins, filled with untold possibilities for Michael. The world awakens around him, ready to face the day's challenges. Dawn breaks as Michael's car speeds away, its taillights blazing a trail into the awakening world. The vehicle disappears into the distance. Emily is left standing alone on the roadside. Her figure is silhouetted against the growing light, Sunlight streams into Michael's new apartment, highlighting the stark emptiness of the space. Michael sits alone amidst unpacked boxes, a solitary figure in his new, echoing home. His gaze sweeps across the bare walls, a hint of melancholy shadowing his expression. Silence fills the room, broken only by the soft rustling of cardboard, underlining his isolation. Michael sits amidst a sea of photographs, each a vivid echo of laughter and shared joy with Emily. He lifts a snapshot from the beach, the vibrant memory triggering a crushing wave of sadness. His grip tightens on the photograph, knuckles white as the weight of his loss becomes unbearable. The image of Emily smiles back, a poignant reminder of what was and what will never be again. Sunlight floods the lawyer's office, illuminating the silent exchange between Michael and his lawyer. Dust motes dance in the sunbeams, highlighting the tense atmosphere. Neatly stacked papers sit on the mahogany desk, a silent testament to the gravity of the situation. Michael's anxious gaze betrays the weight of his worries. In the dim light, Michael's apartment is a sea of unpacked boxes, their contents scattered across the floor. Kneeling amidst the chaos, Michael meticulously pieces together a torn photograph. His brow is furrowed in concentration, each movement precise and deliberate. A faint glimmer of determination shines in his eyes as the image slowly takes shape. The photograph reveals a hidden truth, a memory long forgotten, now resurfacing. Michael walks heavily through the park, his head bowed in sorrow, oblivious to the vibrant life around him. The laughter of children and the lush greenery mock the heavy weight on Michael's shoulders. He kicks a small stone, the sound a sharp echo of his inner turmoil in the otherwise tranquil park. The vibrant green trees stand in stark contrast to the grayness that seems to envelop Michael. Pain etches deep lines on Michael's face, a visible map of his silent suffering. The ghost of a smile haunts his lips, a reminder of the joy that has long since faded. Dim light pools around Michael, alone in his apartment, the silence amplifying the weight of his thoughts. He sits hunched over a journal, a solitary figure consumed by introspection. The desk lamp casts a warm, intimate glow, highlighting the intensity in Michael's eyes. Pen scratches against paper, each stroke a release of bottled-up feelings and unspoken experiences. The air hangs heavy, thick with the unspoken words and the burden of his memories. Under humming fluorescent lights, a circle of folding chairs forms a fragile space. Michael, in his mid-40s, sits rigidly, his gaze fixed on a point beyond the circle. He avoids all eye contact. Around him, a dozen faces bear the marks of weariness and unspoken wounds. Each person carries a burden, seeking solace in shared silence. The air is thick with unspoken stories, each breath heavy with untold pain. In the quiet of his apartment, Michael gently closes his journal, the soft thud echoing in the stillness. A visible sense of closure washes over him, his shoulders relaxing as if a weight has been lifted. The dim light catches the subtle curve of a smile playing on his lips, a hint of peace found. He pauses, his fingers lingering on the cover, as if reluctant to break the newfound serenity. The room holds its breath, the silence amplifying the profound moment of personal resolution. The first light of dawn kisses the empty street, promising a new beginning. Michael walks with purpose, each step echoing with a quiet resolve. His silhouette stands out against the awakening city, a beacon of resilience. Loyalty doesn't break in one moment. His voice echoes, a haunting prelude. It cracks slowly, until the truth finally pours out. He continues, the weight of his words palpable. Hope flickers in his eyes, a fragile flame against the shadows of the past.